Hello and welcome. Today, my guest is Melanie Moore, who is a very dear friend of mine. She's my soul sister, and she's also a speaker at the Magical Creators live event. If after this conversation you want to experience Melanie's magic at live event and meet her in real life, please check the link and get your ticket. And today we will be talking about vision boarding for your business success, vision, income, and impact. And Melanie is known for her magic with vision boards, not only for business, for any area of your life. And she has created her own system. I have experienced it. So many people went through it and got amazing results. So Melanie, let's start with telling people who may not know, I don't know whether these people exist, but they probably haven't heard about you. Can you just introduce yourself, please?
Hi, Inga. Thanks for having me. And just want to say I'm so excited to be here today, but also I'm excited to be one of the speakers at the event as well. I think last year was anything to go by. This year it's going to be even more magical. Just so honoured to be a part of this. So thank you for having me. I'm known as the Big Vision Coach, and I help people to tap into their big vision. And I use a variety of tools, which primarily vision boards, which I'm kind of known as a bit of a vision board expert, and EFT, but I kind of add my own element to it as well. And I've called this transformational neural technique, where we're actually kind of, not only are we visioning the outcome we want for our lives, our business and families and our health and all sorts of things, we are using kind of the energy techniques to literally rewire our brains so that we can make lasting change and we can manifest our dreams and goals easily and in a slightly different way to just vision boarding alone or just tapping alone. That's kind of me in a nutshell.
Why do people need to do vision boards?
Well, vision boards, it's basically an outcome. It's something that we're working towards. And I really believe that we always need to know where we're headed in life. You know, we need to have something to aim for. And a vision board, firstly, it's fun to make. It actually forces us to put some time aside to get super clear on what we want, rather than just goal setting and, planning, which, I'm a big fan of and it's essential to do. A vision board is a daily reminder of what it is we're working towards. It is the bigger picture. Today, I specifically wanted to talk about vision boarding for your business because, people ask me, how many vision boards should I make? Should I make, just one big one, or shall I make a smaller one, or shall I make it focused on one thing? There is no right or wrong answer. And a lot of people, want to do this at New Year. It's a great exercise to do at the beginning of the year to set your visions the year ahead. But I think absolutely you can do one specifically for your business, and you can go even more specific than that, which we can talk about in a minute. But having one for your business, you're going to be kind of looking at things like, how do you want to create an impact in the world? What kind of income goals do you want to have? Perhaps there's a particular thing that you want to buy, maybe a car or I don't know, a new laptop or whatever. You may have certain goals you have related to your business in terms of, when you hit certain income goals, because I am a passionate believer you've got to have income goals in your business as well, because that way you can kind of work backwards. So, how many products that you need to sell, or how many clients you can serve in a month, or how many books you need to sell. Having an income goal is essential. I will always put an income goal on my vision board as well. And it's just a fun, but also very purposeful reminder of why we're doing what we're doing, and to keep us anchored to that vision every single day. I really recommend that we put the vision board somewhere that, in your office, or perhaps somewhere in your bedroom, so you see it first thing in the morning and last thing at night. So yeah, put it somewhere really visible as well.
What would you suggest people need to put on the business vision board?
Firstly, I would get clear on, you can make this as focused as you want. So I've created a vision board for my author journey, for writing my best-selling book. It could be that your vision board might be around wanting to be an internationally renowned speaker. It could be that there's a certain event that you want to speak at. in the past, I put on my vision board publications that I wanted to be featured in. And it was amazing, you know, when it suddenly became a reality. And I thought, oh my gosh, that was on my vision board. And an example was the Daily Mail. I had the Daily Mail on my vision board. I had Psychology's magazine on my vision board. And 4 years ago now, I was published in both of them. And I realized, I had both of those publications on my vision board. So it could be as simple as, you know, places you want to speak at, or, you know, or as I did, publications you want to be featured in. So on mine, I've got certain podcasts I would like to appear on. I would also, you know, once my book's published, I want to be on This Morning. I have this vision in my head of creating a vision board with Phil and Holly, and they're the hosts of This Morning. And, you know, so this is a vision I have in my mind. I have no date on when this is going to happen, or I'm not attached to when this is going to happen. It's just at some point in the future. I would love to be on This Morning. What else have I got on there? I've got bookshops that I want my books to be published at. I also created an Amazon best-selling list in the self-help category. And I put my book in the #1 slot, and I put it next to some other big names in that category. So it all sounds, I know it sounds, you know, a bit woo-woo, and I know obviously I'm speaking to spiritual entrepreneurs here, so hopefully none of this is going to be too like, what are you talking about? But I remember Wayne Dyer, he talked about whenever he was writing a book, he would get any old book and he would mock up a fake cover so that he would kind of almost see the finished article. So he would already be imagining that even though he's still writing the book at the moment, it's created, it is done, it is a best-selling book. And that is just something, you know, I've encouraged one of my clients years ago. She wanted to become a best-selling novelist, and she was writing her first book at the time. And I said, just go onto like Fiverr and mock up a book cover, and she did exactly that, and within a year, you know, she had a book published, and it was amazing. It just is like serves as a little reminder, as a little anchor, and some of these things take time to happen. You know, my book has been a long time coming, and yeah, I've had my own kind of journey with this book, and you know, once it's published, I can't wait to share more about this. But you know, even on my vision board now, I've even got the outfit that I want to wear at the book launch party. So that's how specific my business vision board is. It's all focused around being an internationally. So I'm a believer in having a powerful affirmation. So mine is, I'm an internationally renowned #1 best-selling author. So it's super specific. It's not just I'm an author. You know, let's face it, anyone can become an author. I could publish an ebook tomorrow, but I want to be an internationally renowned #1 best-selling author. That's how I create it for my business.
Excellent. We did the vision board, we did the tapping along with it, and then our dream came true. And then we got scared because it's so good. Sometimes it's even better than we planned. But this success, it's kind of makes you small again, because actually it was safer just to dream about it. And when the reality hits, so you retrieve. And I'm talking from my personal experience 4 years ago when I hit my biggest money goal. I didn't do 2 months after that because I was in shock. How you can preempt that fear, or maybe even sometimes we stop ourselves from dreaming big just in case it will become true.
Yeah, that is a common fear, and that is kind of another variant of the fear of success, which it sounds ridiculous because we all want success. Something I've definitely been doing for myself. You know, it's like, what is the downside of success? And for me, my big thing was, because I'm a mum, I'm a single parent, that me being successful would mean that I'm not going to be a great mother. How can you be successful and be a great mother as well? Because great mothers are there for their children. Great mothers sit, you know, and do their homework with them. Great mothers going to have all the time for the children because being successful means jetting off to certain places. It means, you know, being away from home, you know, going to events and that kind of thing. And I realized this is something I worked on a few years ago now, that it's just a ridiculous story, because I would ask anyone who's maybe kind of identifying this or resonating with this, what does success mean to you? What is the downside of being successful? What is the downside of having lots of money? You know, another downside of having lots of money is suddenly having a huge tax bill. Again, that is something that I've worked on and tapped on, and I've released that story, that I'm okay with paying high taxes. I'm okay with paying loads of money in tax. And the other story I've just reframed is I can be successful and a great mother as well. And I know my children are proud of me. They love what I do. Most of the time, they do get embarrassed sometimes. It's just to tell yourself a new story that yes, I can be successful and I can be a great mother as well. Or I can be successful and I can have X, Y, Z. So that's such an important exercise to look at. Ask yourself, you know, what is the downside of me being successful? Another one, you know, say if you want to become not necessarily even famous, is suddenly your privacy has gone, that you can't go down the street without being recognized. You know, gosh, what an intrusion on your life that must be as well. Is to kind of look at the downside of things we want, and we don't often think about that because that is such a deeply rooted subconscious belief, and sometimes we think, well, it's not going to happen anyway. So again, that's another belief. You've got to say to yourself, you know, start to affirm that, you know, my success is inevitable. I can do this. I'm ready for this. And this is why when you create a vision board, you're going to be pulled towards that vision. And when you kind of do the deeper inner work around your fears around that success as well, another one of those fears is that, you know, you're going to be up against more criticism. You're going to be up against more people who don't like you. It's really identifying what those fears are and recognizing it's just a story, and that we can tell ourselves a new story anytime around the success that we want and the visibility we want and all the things we want on our terms. Does that answer your question?
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you. We will do a little tapping exercise so anyone can come back to this exercise and repeat as long as it needed, as much as it needed. And it comes, the more you repeat, the better it works.
Okay, great. Shall I do a round of tapping that's kind of incorporated everything we've talked about today?
Absolutely.
We're going to do a round that it's safer to have a bigger vision for your business, and we'll add safe to have bigger income goals there as well. Before you do this round of tapping, I just want you to kind of tune in and to think about the big vision that you have for your business. And again, you may want to come back to this once you've done some of this work, once you've created the vision board. But if you have a clear idea already, it could be that you want to be a speaker on a stage. It could be that you want to become the authority in your field, become really well known, or you want to be on a certain podcast. Just think about what that bigger vision for your business success looks like. And obviously you want to close your eyes to do that. And just feel the sense of accomplishment. Feel how proud you are of yourself. And imagine someone you love just telling you, oh my goodness, you're amazing. I knew this day would come. And just anchor that feeling in your body. Okay, and now I just want to open your eyes and we're going to start tapping on the karate chop point. It is safe for me to have a bigger vision for my business. And I choose to deeply and completely love and accept myself on this journey. It is safe for me to have an even bigger vision for my business. And even though that scares me, I know I can do this. It is safe for me to go really big in my business. And I'm beginning to let go of the old stories of the limiting beliefs that are preventing me from taking the action. And I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself as I work towards this vision. Even though I may have some fear, even though I may have some resistance, I choose to let that go now. Even though I may have old stories which are just not true, I'm ready to let them go now. I choose to have a bigger vision for my business. And even though I'm not there yet, and even though I don't know how I'm going to get there yet, I choose to know that I have this vision for a reason. And now I'm ready to do the work. It is safe for me to be successful in my business. It is safe for me to have big income goals. And I am allowing myself to dream even bigger. I'm allowing doors of opportunity to open. I'm allowing the right people to show up who will help me on my journey towards the bigger vision for my business. It is safe for me to become the expert. It is safe for me to become the authority. And I choose to know that I have what it takes. I am good enough. In fact, I'm more than good enough. And I'm allowing myself to become even more visible. And I let go of my fear of criticism, my fear of judgment. I'm letting that go now. It is safe to step into the role of my highest, most powerful self. And I'm ready for this. I'm ready to take action today, allowing myself to become more visible. I'm allowing myself to earn more money. I'm allowing greater levels of success into my life. And I'm allowing this vision to become reality sooner rather than later. I'm ready for this. I'm allowing the next steps to become clear. Getting more and more excited about the big vision for my business. I'm ready for this. I'm excited about this. I'm ready to show up in a bigger way. I'm ready to serve even more people. I can do this. And I'm ready for this in body, mind, and spirit. Okay, take a nice deep breath in. And exhale. Okay, so then I would just trying to check in with yourself, see how you're feeling, and just maybe take a moment or two to tune into what your next action steps are. So this would be a great round of tapping to do at the beginning of a work day, to connect with your business vision, to get focused, and then just allow the possibilities and opportunities and the magic and the miracles to unfold for your business.
Thank you. That was really, really lovely. And I forgot to mention that Melanie has this amazing quality to stretch your imagination, to stretch your vision. So even if you think that you have a big vision, when you talk to Melanie, your vision will expand and you surprise yourself. If you have a chance to work with Melanie or even just to meet her at the event, you will be for a treat.
Thank you, Inga. That was brilliant. I'm really looking forward to the event, and I think, you know, connecting with people in real life is always the best thing. Can't wait to meet as many people in real life as possible.
Thank you so much.